Hello, dear students. I hope you're safe and healthy. This lesson is a review of vocabulary, functions, and grammar of unit number 9 for first year baccalaureate students who are working with Gateway to English. This lesson is prepared by Omar bin Thabit, who is an English foreign language teacher, and Khalid Shahid, who is an ELT supervisor. Now by the end of this lesson, you will strengthen your vocabulary on human rights. You will practice some expressions we use for apology. Remember some basic functions we have seen this year, and practice using some common phrasal verbs. Good. Now, let's start with vocabulary. Now, in this part of the lesson, we are going to revise some common words related to human rights. As you see here, we have some very essential words that you should know and be able to use. And all these words are related to human rights. Okay, can you repeat after me? Rights, duties, democracy, laws, beliefs, nationality, freedom, leisure, equality, discrimination, maltreatment, dignity, security, privacy, movement, property, election, education, health, family, opinion, work. The health is repeated, I'm sorry for that. Okay, violation and voting. So these, as I said, are very important words related to human rights that you should know and be able to use. Good. Now, your first exercise, as you see here in this chart, we have, I chose some words for you, and you have their definitions on the right. So your task is to match these words with their definition. Okay, I will give you 5 minutes to do that. Good. Let's check. Good. Number 1 is B. 2. You're right. D. Right. 3 is I. Perfect. 4 is J. Correct. 5. F. Impressive. Good. 6. Yes. H. Great. 7. A. Good. 8 is G. Correct. 9 is E. Well done. 10 is C. Excellent. Okay. Now you have, in this table, you have the correction. So number 1, right is a moral or legal claim to have or get something. Duty means responsibility. 3, court is a place where legal trials take place and where crimes are judged. Go to 4, voting. Voting is the action of choosing somebody or something in an election or at a meeting. 5, nationality. Nationality is the legal right of belonging to a particular nation. 6, equality. Equality is the fact of being equal in rights, advantages, etc. 7, privacy. Privacy is the state of being alone or not watched or disturbed by other people. 8, dignity. Dignity is the fact of being given honor and respect by others. 9, violation is disrespect or refusal to obey to a law. In Arabic we say intihak. And the last one, maltreatment, is the fact of being cruel to a person or animal. Okay, so this is your first exercise. Now let's move to another exercise. Good. Now in this exercise, you are asked to fill in the blanks with words from the first exercise. So you're gonna choose some of the words we have seen so far and put them in those blank spaces. Okay, now look at this sentence. Some countries are accused of human rights. What's your answer? Violation, yes, let's see. Correct, very good. Okay, now let's go to number 2. He read the letter later in of his own room. What's your answer? Freedom? No, I don't think so. Privacy, yes, correct. Okay, now let's look. Yeah, it's correct. He read the letter later in the privacy of his own room. Now let's look at number 3. Don't you believe in between men and women? I think it's very simple. I heard the answer, yes, equality. Good, okay. Now let's go to sentence number 4. All students will be accepted in our university regardless of their age, sex, religion, and yes, correct, nationality. Yes, now let's look. Yeah, it's correct. Now let's go to number 5. Local counselors have to serve the community. What's your answer? I heard duty. Now let's see. Correct. Yes, it's duty. It's a responsibility. Good. Now we finished with vocabulary. Now we go to functions. And the function you have in unit number 9 is about apologizing and accepting apology. Now the expressions, first of all, we are going to revise some of the common expressions used by English people to apologize and to accept apology. Now before we do the exercise. Okay, now let's look at some of those expressions. So we can use please accept my apology. I was wrong. I shouldn't have said that. I made a stupid mistake. I'm awfully sorry. It was not my intention to. I'm terribly sorry. Of course, there are other expressions we use to apologize, but these are the most common ones. Okay, now let's see how we or English people accept apology. Good. So they can use that's quite all right. Don't worry about it. That's okay. You don't need or you don't have to apologize. No problem. Good. Okay, so this is just a reminder of the expressions we have done in class. Now, let's go to practice. Okay, now we have here two situations and you are asked to write a short dialogue for each situation. Now, situation number one. Okay, you didn't attend a friend's wedding party. So I give you 5 minutes to write a short dialogue where you have to apologize and accept apology. Good. Okay, now let's see one of your friends' dialogues. Okay, please accept my apology for not attending your wedding party. I had to see the doctor that day. So here the person, that's very nice, the person apologizes and he or she gives the reason why he did not or she did not attend that wedding party. Okay, now let's see your friend's response. Wow, yes, don't worry about it. Another occasion perhaps. Good, so this is the first situation. Now let's go to the second situation. So what can you see in the picture here? Good, so this guy spills coffee on a laptop. Okay. Okay, now situation number two. You spilled coffee on your friend's laptop. So you do the same as you did with the first situation. So you write a short dialogue with your friends. Okay, I give you 5 minutes, okay, to do that. Nice. Okay, now let's see one of your friends' dialogues. It was not my intention to spill coffee onto your laptop. I'm so sorry. Okay, that's a good suggestion. Now let's see how your friend responds to that. No problem, but be careful next time. Yes, because a laptop is very expensive. Nice, okay, good. So this is all about apologizing. Now, the next exercise is meant to be a summary of some of the most important expressions or functions we have seen this year. Now, your job is that you have to match, okay, these expressions with what they express. It's okay? Now, have 5 minutes with your friends to do that. Okay? Good. Now, let's correct. Could you open the window, please? What does this sentence express? All right, it expresses a request. Good. Next one. Shall we have a walk outside? What does this sentence express? Good. Suggestion. Very nice. Okay. Next one. May I open the window? Good. Now let's see. Correct. It expresses permission. Good. Now let's look at the other one. You should save energy. Good. It expresses advice. Now let's go to the other one. I can't tell you how sorry I am. What does this sentence express? Good. Now let's see. I can't tell you how sorry I am. This is, okay, well, this sentence expresses apologizing. Okay. The last one, I may go to the party, I'm not sure. Okay. Good. It expresses both possibilities. So this is more or less a summary of some of the functions we have seen this year. All right. Now, the last exercise is gonna be about phrasal verbs. Okay. Can someone remind me what a phrasal verb means? Yeah, you're right. Yes. Okay. Good. Now let's look at this definition. All right. A phrasal verb is a combination of a verb and a preposition. Sometimes we have two prepositions, but in general, a phrasal verb is a verb and one preposition. We have few cases where we have two prepositions. Okay, right. It said a phrasal verb is a combination of a verb and a preposition whose meaning together. It means the meaning of the verb and the preposition is different from the meaning of the verb individually. So when you combine a verb with a preposition, it has a different meaning from the meaning of the verb by itself or alone. Good. We have an exercise. Okay. Can you guess the phrasal verb in these sentences? Now, what you're gonna do here is that you have to change the verb in red with an appropriate phrasal verb. Now, let's look at the first sentence. He arrived a few minutes ago. What phrasal verb can we use to replace arrived here? Good. Yeah, it's showed up. Okay. Now be careful, the verb here is in the past. Okay, the phrasal verb is show up. Good. Now let's look at number 2. She removed her shoes before she entered the room. Okay. Can someone guess, okay, the phrasal verb? Now I heard take off. Very good. Okay, but you should put it in the past. Yes, okay. All right. Took off. Good. So she took off her shoes before she entered the room. Now let's go to the next example. Poverty causes criminal acts. Can you guess the phrasal verb? Good. I heard bring about. Yes, it's correct. Okay, right? So brings about, the third person singular of the simple present. Now let's go to the other one. I didn't arrive to school on time because my car stopped working. Okay, can you guess the phrasal verb? Good, I heard, okay, break down, but you should put it in the past, okay. Broke down. Good, okay, now let's go to the next sentence. She didn't understand the word, so she searched for it in her dictionary. This is one of the most important of the phrasal verbs in English. Okay, do you remember, right? Look up, yes, it's correct. Okay, but you should put it in the past, okay. Looked up. Okay, so she didn't understand the word, so she looked it up in her dictionary. Okay, the next sentence, Mary invented a really entertaining story. This is another nice phrasal verb in English. Can you guess that? Okay, I heard makeup. Yes, it's correct, but you should put it in the past as well. Okay. Made up. Okay, right. Good. The last one. I'm not going to tolerate their smoking any longer. Now we have a nice phrasal verb in English, but this time it has two prepositions. Okay, can you guess that? Okay, put up. Yes, I heard put up with. Yes, it's correct. Okay, I'm not going to put up with their smoking any longer. Okay, right. Good. So he arrived. Okay, so he showed up a few minutes ago. She took off her shoes before she entered the room. Poverty brings about criminal acts. I didn't arrive to school on time because my car broke down. She didn't understand the word, so she looked it up in her dictionary. Mary made up a really entertaining story. And the last one, I'm not going to put up with the smoking any longer. Okay, thank you for your attention and good luck.